Hi, everybody. Welcome to Unapologetic Radio, where I share my thoughts and opinions on things that are happening. Please remember that. If you do not like my show, please move on. This show tonight is going to educate you. But first, warning, this is graphic and for ages 18 and up. If you're a child, I strongly encourage parental supervision. I think legally I'm supposed to say that. Oh, and I am not a doctor, but I just research facts, break it down with my opinion. But this show right here is for adults that have seemed to forgotten how to take care of their health, and for any and all teens or preteens, and most importantly, the non-common sense having millennials. Sorry, had to do it. And I am not unapologetic about that statement. I know that through life, things change, and so does the level of ignorance, and sometimes we honestly just don't know. So, by me being in the health field, I wanted to share some things with you and your preteens that walk around looking like $1,000,000, $800 shoes on, $400 shirt, labeled all up. But your insides are erupting like a volcano. So let's begin. But first, hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to support me, the Cash App is in the description below. I appreciate all gifts. Thank you so much. Now, if you are over 18 and is not legally handicapped or elderly, your mom, sister, father, brother, boyfriend, aunt, uncle, or husband, etc., anyone that is not you should not be calling a doctor's office on your behalf. If you are old enough to have sex, you are old enough to make a doctor's appointment and calls. It is a HIPAA violation to speak to anyone else other than yourself. If you need us to do so, then you need to ask your doctor for a form, which gives them permission to. So, women, a pap smear is not an option, especially if you're sexing. Men, you need to go to the doctor at least every 3 months, especially if you're sexing. And a dentist, if you are regularly giving fellatio, also known as oral sex, go to the dentist once every 6 months, at least. Being fat, thick, juicy is not healthy. Don't let people fool you. Let's look at the statistics instead of shedding light on lust. There is no such thing as big-boned people. This is something a fat person made up to justify their excessive weight. This is a result of excessive weight or excessive muscle, not excessive bone or big bones. To make this make sense, so the fat people cannot convince you otherwise, and you can take that thought out of your head. Have you noticed that most fat people, hands and feet, is small? Smallest thing on their body, smallest thing on them, period. Both feet and hands have bones in them, right? Why aren't the hands and feet as big as the body? Hopefully, this will stop someone from being the next contestant on my 1,000-pound life. Have y'all ever watched that show? Ooh-wee. This is a teaching moment, people. Please take notes and take actions. Hit the like button and subscribe. Play this video for your chubby friends, families, and coworkers. Having a big stomach, you will experience lower back, chest, and feet problems. Excessive belly fat can be dangerous because it surrounds internal organs and puts you at greater risk for developing severe kinds of health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, and liver problems. So don't think I'm trying to clown anyone. I'm trying to let y'all understand that being thick, big, overweight, it's just not healthy, period. And don't let nobody convince you. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you look better if you get thicker. Do not let them do that to you. You stay healthy, because having these things causes these problems. You can get a general idea of how much abdominal fat you have with a simple waist circumference measurement. To do it, place a tape measure just above your hip bone and wrap it around your body. Breathe out, then check the measure. I'll break it down. If you can't look down and see your feet, if you cannot run, if after you take 5 steps, you're breathing extremely hard, if you eat out of trays because your portions need to be bigger, fat, and you need to fix it. Simple. I know I got my millennials out there. Simple. These is not healthy. And because I want you to live for a long time, I have a simple solution. Y'all ready? Take your ass to the gym if you are not going to do exercises at home. If you cannot fit behind a regular or on a regular piece of equipment, you can't touch your toes, which also means you can't run without shaking a block. There's a type of exercise that you can do to get your body working out without causing trauma or possibly having a heart attack. Do water aerobics at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes to 45 minutes each session, it should be. Working up to an ultimate goal of 5 days a week or once a day, 7 days a week for a few minutes. The goal is to get you to move. Water aerobics offer cardiovascular, muscular, and weight loss benefits. In addition to keeping your bone and joints healthy, you're not going to strain them. You can stand for a long period of time. The great thing about the body is check with your physician before you start this. Cardiovascular aqua aerobics exercise help to maintain and improve good cardio health. Remember, being big is nothing to brag about. Sex. It's so overrated. Remember, I said that. If you are choosing to do fellatio or oral sex is your thing, you need to go to the dentist at least once every 6 months. Cum deteriorates your teeth and affects your gums. So make sure you brush afterwards. I highly suggest not doing it at all. Let me give you a little history on fellatio. In ancient Roman, giving a blowjob was a terrible, horrible thing, and even worse than anal sex. And for ancient Romans, anal sex was an unforgivable vice. However, it was totally fine to receive a blowjob, and petty crimes were often solved with forceful blowjobs. For example, imagine you're an ancient Roman and you own a fantastic onion field. So many onions from here to there. Suddenly, a peasant runs through your fields and steals some of your onions. That jerk. Instead of having his eyes gouged out or his arms chopped off, you simply pull your pants down and order him to give you a blowjob. The end. Fun fact, having bad breath in ancient Roman was frowned upon because it might have meant you just gave someone a blowjob. So, once you start giving fellatio, do not be surprised if your partner stops kissing you. It's a dirty game. Well, thank you guys for your support. If you would like to support my channel, my Cash App is in the description. Please do. Please like, subscribe, and share this video and tell your family, friends, and coworkers all about Unapologetic Radio. Until next time, be blessed.